Imagine pulling up at a stoplight in a car that looks calm, clean, and almost modest, something that feels familiar and classic, and then leaving everything else behind the moment the light turns green. That is the whole idea behind the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper, a car that brings back an iconic name and blends it with modern performance, subtle design, and just enough attitude to surprise everyone who underestimates it. This review is all about what this car could represent in terms of exterior design, interior comfort, performance potential, and pricing, all wrapped into a package that feels intentionally low-key but secretly very serious. From the outside, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper does not scream for attention, and that is exactly the point. The design feels clean and confident rather than aggressive. The body lines are smooth and restrained, with a slightly boxy profile that pays tribute to the classic Nova without looking retro or outdated. The front end features a simple grille with a darkened finish, flanked by slim LED headlights that give the car a focused look without being flashy. There is no oversized hood scoop or exaggerated vents, just subtle airflow channels that hint at performance without advertising it. The paint options lean toward understated tones like metallic gray, deep navy, black, and white, though there are rumors of a muted green and a classic silver for those who want a little personality without going loud. From the side, the Nova Sleeper keeps things tidy. The wheels are a key part of the Sleeper look. At first glance they look like simple multi-spoke alloys, but a closer look reveals lightweight construction and performance tires tucked neatly under slightly widened fenders. The ride height is low but reasonable, giving it a planted stance without looking like a track car. Around the back, the taillights are slim and modern, with a horizontal layout that visually widens the car. There is no giant spoiler, just a small integrated lip on the trunk and dual exhaust tips that are finished in dark chrome, quietly suggesting that this car has more to offer than it lets on. Step inside the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper and the theme continues. The interior is driver-focused, clean, and surprisingly upscale. The dashboard design is straightforward, with a horizontal layout that makes the cabin feel wide and open. Materials are a mix of soft-touch surfaces, brushed metal accents, and subtle contrast stitching. Nothing feels cheap or overdone. The seats are supportive without looking like racing buckets, wrapped in a combination of cloth and leather depending on the trim. They are comfortable enough for daily driving but hold you in place when the road gets interesting. The steering wheel is thick and flat-bottomed, with simple controls for audio, driver assistance, and drive modes. Behind it sits a fully digital instrument cluster that can be customized to show everything from classic round gauges to a more performance-oriented layout with boost pressure and power output. In the center of the dash is a wide touchscreen that handles infotainment, navigation, and vehicle settings. The system is responsive and easy to use, supporting wireless smartphone connectivity and over-the-air updates. Chevy keeps physical knobs for volume and climate control, which makes everyday use much more pleasant. Space inside the Nova Sleeper is practical. The front seats offer plenty of headroom and legroom, and the rear seats are usable for adults on shorter trips. This is not a cramped performance coupe, but a proper compact sedan that you could realistically use every day. The trunk is generous, easily handling groceries, backpacks, or even a set of tools or track day gear. Sound insulation is well done, keeping road and wind noise low during normal driving, which adds to the Sleeper personality. When you want it to be quiet and comfortable, it absolutely can be. Now let's talk about what really makes the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper special, and that is what sits under the hood. While official details may vary depending on market and trim, the Sleeper concept strongly points toward a turbocharged powertrain that delivers serious performance without the drama. The most talked about setup is a turbocharged 4-cylinder or small displacement turbo V6, tuned to produce strong horsepower and torque numbers that easily outclass what the exterior suggests. Power delivery is smooth and immediate, with plenty of low-end torque for quick launches and confident highway passing. The Nova Sleeper is expected to offer both a refined automatic transmission and a manual option for enthusiasts who want full control. The automatic shifts quickly and intelligently, especially in sport mode, while the manual adds an extra layer of engagement that purists will appreciate. Power is sent to the rear wheels or an available all-wheel drive system, depending on configuration, giving the car excellent traction and balance. The suspension is tuned for a balance between comfort and performance, soaking up bumps during daily driving while staying composed and flat when pushed through corners. On the road, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper feels confident and capable. Steering is precise and well-weighted, making the car easy to place on the road. Braking performance is strong, with larger discs and performance-oriented calipers that provide consistent stopping power. This is a car that can quietly cruise to work during the week and then surprise much more expensive performance cars on the weekend. The sleeper nature is not just about straight-line speed, but about the whole driving experience feeling far more serious than the looks suggest. Fuel efficiency is another area where the Nova Sleeper shines. Thanks to modern turbo technology and efficient engineering, it delivers respectable mileage when driven calmly. This makes it a realistic choice for people who want performance without constantly worrying about fuel costs. Different drive modes allow you to switch between a relaxed, efficient setup and a more aggressive performance-focused character, changing throttle response, steering feel, and exhaust sound. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper is positioned to be one of its strongest selling points. The base model is expected to come in at a price that is accessible to a wide range of buyers, undercutting many performance-oriented sedans while still offering strong features and capability. As you move up through the trims, you get more power, upgraded interior materials, advanced driver assistance features, and performance enhancements, but even the top trim remains competitive compared to rivals. This makes the Nova Sleeper an attractive option for younger buyers, enthusiasts, and anyone who wants a fast car without paying luxury brand prices. Overall, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper represents a refreshing approach to modern performance cars. It does not rely on aggressive styling or loud branding to make its point. Instead, it focuses on balance, usability, and the joy of surprising people who underestimate it. It honors the spirit of the classic Nova while embracing modern technology and performance standards. If Chevy delivers on this concept, the Nova Sleeper could become a cult favorite, the kind of car that enthusiasts quietly respect and casual drivers never see coming.